Thanks for joining me on Life in Surround. It's a new year, it's 2021, and at long last, I'm going to be reviewing for you Elton John in Surround. So I was kicking around ideas with a really great buddy of mine, Elad, who helps with some of the writing and pre-production of these videos as of late, how to kick off this year. And we both agreed that it would be cool to cover something like ultra classic, like one of those gems of our beloved surround music hobby that the consensus says are just truly great, that rise above. And I thought about doing my long-awaited Yellow Brick Road shootout video where I compare SACD, DVD audio, and Blu-ray, but thought it would be fun to just really let the cat out of the bag for those that don't know how much Elton John is in surround. The good news is there's quite a bit. The bad news is we're missing quite a few of his albums and even a few from his ultra classic period. And we can see here just how many albums we do have from his classic period. We're missing Don't Shoot Me, I'm Just the Piano Player, Caribou, Rock of the Westies. And I know many fans would love to see those released. Rumor has it that they have been mixed in surround by Greg Penny, the same engineer who did all of Elton John's surround albums. Mr. Penny, Sir Elton, or anybody from your camp, if you're watching, there are surround fans who are eager to pick up the remaining titles. But to also focus on the positive, for many artists, for the majority of artists, we don't even get one surround album ever in their entire career. And then for other artists, we get an album, but it's randomly nowhere near their apex album. It was the album that was being introduced to the public at the time that surround was picking up some steam. For Elton John, we have what is arguably his quintessential album, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. 3 different versions of it, the same mix, but different formats. And we have several of the other ultra classic albums and a later period album as well. So in my opinion, we're very fortunate in this regard. Like I said, all of these surround albums are mixed by Greg Penny, and they are regarded very highly by the surround community, particularly the folks at quadraphonicquad.com who vote, rate Elton John albums very highly. And it's easy to see why. They maintain a balance that feels similar to the original material, but Mr. Penny makes excellent use of the surround field throughout compositions, but also very discreetly makes use of the surrounds to highlight overdubs and things about tracks that make them particularly interesting and unique, such as orchestral arrangements, guitar overdubs, vocal overdubs, and those parts of songs that kind of create ambience and space. Tend to have Sir Elton up front, both piano and vocal, and the band coming out into the room to support him. From his self-titled, we have Your Song, Border Song, Take Me to the Pilot, Tumbleweed Connection, which interestingly enough gets the highest rating on Quadraphonic Quad. Elad did a very interesting thing. He sent me a list of Elton John's surround albums as voted on Quadraphonic Quad and called out the percentage of members who voted excellent. And Tumbleweed Connection on SACD was the tops. And you get Ballad of a Well-Known Gun, you get Burn Down the Mission, you get an early version of Madman Across the Water, and then Madman Across the Water, the next album, chronologically, Tiny Dancer, of course, the title track, Live On, just an incredible album. Honky, Chateau, I think this is my mother's favorite. And that's one really cool thing about Elton John in surround. The music has a fun quality to it, but it has some depth. It can be pensive, it can be thought-provoking, it can be a little disturbing sometimes. But it's something that I can like bring my mother over and we can enjoy an afternoon, maybe share a bottle of wine, put on an album or two, discuss them, reminisce, get Honky Cat, Rocket Man, of course. Man, just incredible. Okay, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. 3 different formats. You got the Blu-ray, you got the DVD audio, and you got the double SACD. And yeah, I had my family over one day. We did a blind listening, and what I can tell you is that if you manage bass similarly, the DVD audio and the Super Audio CD are indistinguishable to me, while the Blu-ray is a bit brighter. And so my parents enjoyed the Blu-ray the most of the tracks that we selected, and I enjoyed the a bit warmer SACD and DVD audio a bit better, particularly on the really amped up tracks, like Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting is a little bit brittle for me on the Blu-ray. But I noticed on the mellower, more kind of intimate vocal numbers that the Blu-ray does open up Sir Elton's voice quite a bit. So if you, particularly on those ballads like Candle in the Wind, want his vocal really well showcased with lots of air and breath, go for the Blu-ray. And then for the more rocked out tracks, I feel that the gentler mastering of the Super Audio CD and the DVD audio serve them a little better. But we're super fortunate. We have all 3. And for many years I only had the Blu-ray, and I considered the sound on all of the other albums, being SACD, to be a cut above, and I wondered why the Blu-ray felt so different to me. And now I finally have the dual SACD set, and I understand that it's just a difference in the mastering. Alright, so Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Phenomenal album, of course, covering a vast array of genres, styles, vibes. It's pensive, it's moody, it's sad, it's celebratory, it's self-indulgent, it's restrained. I mean, it's the whole thing. It is the whole thing. We definitely got an apex album with Elton John. And then moving later into his career slightly, we have Captain Fantastic and Brown Dirt Cowboy. Oh my goodness gracious. We got so much amazing Elton John in surround. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Somebody Saved My Life Tonight. Title track. Oh my dear. Just an incredible album. Incredible mix. And then moving much later in his career, this is sort of what I was talking about when an album like randomly gets selected because surround was being promoted by a label. We get Peachtree Road. Now, some fans of his later career say that they wish that like the album on either side of this had been selected. And some people don't really get a whole lot out of this album, but every time I've put it on, I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm getting used to the song, so I don't know it as well as his classic stuff, but I mean, it's thoroughly enjoyable to me. I would also like to see Too Low for Zero to get a mix, just because I love a few of the songs on it. Anyway, Elton John in surround. We have a really good representation of his albums, particularly if you favor his early stuff. We have great, excellent, top-tier mixes by Greg Penny. Of course, you have just the force of nature, juggernaut prowess of Elton John's and Bernie Taupin's writing, and Sir Elton's singing and playing, as well as very important contributions from arrangers and the musicians who supported him through all those years. We really have lucked out with this catalog. These are fantastic albums. For quite some time, you could have gotten the majority of these for just really bargain prices. I think I have truly picked up some of these for somewhere in like this one was $7. $7 to like maybe $20 range. If you look around at any given time, most of these are commanding very expensive out-of-print prices. But you just gotta look, and you gotta keep looking. I picked up the SACD set for, I don't know, $15, $20, and the Blu-ray wasn't that bad when I found it. DVD audio I've bought twice. I gave one to my mom. But, you know, just recently I saw a friend on Facebook complaining that he can't find Yellow Brick Road affordably. So it could be that they've all been snatched up and everybody who wanted one is holding on to them. But just keep watching. Watch eBay, watch Amazon, watch Discogs.com. Sometimes when somebody offers up one of these for a reasonable price, it's the early bird that gets the worm. So I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on Elton John in surround. What's your favorite album? What's your favorite track? Do you use any of these tracks as a reference? Like if you bring a friend over, if you bring family over. What are your memories? What does this music do for you? I just love Elton John. Like, the more I listen to him, I get more out of it. I burn out on a lot of artists, but I have a growing passion for his music. I'm so thrilled that we have a lot of it in surround, that it is excellently recorded, performed, produced, mixed, generally mastered very well. This is just an excellent, excellent, excellent surround catalog. The only thing that would make it better if it were a wee bit more complete. And I'm talking about Don't Shoot Me, I'm Just the Piano Player would be my #1 choice. I wouldn't turn down Caribou. I wouldn't turn down Rock of the Westies, Blue Moves. So there you have it. Leave your comments, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. All that kind of thing helps the health of this channel. And I hope you are enjoying this new year so far. Even though some shenanigans have already gone down, let's hope that 2021 is a better year than 2020. I hope you're all staying safe, healthy, and living your lives in surround.